I'm a lawyer and I'm going to tell you my alternate theory no one's mentioned about the recent DrDisRespect controversy and why he didn't straight up deny the allegations. I want to walk you through it, so let's get the big picture. Hey, quick sidebar here. I filmed this video on Monday, June 24th, before the doc's latest tweet on the matter. I sent it to my editor because I have a job, and I woke up to find out Doc basically confirmed my theory, but left out a major key point, which I'll explain at the end. So I'll be back. Now, you clicked this video probably because you've been following the recent drama surrounding the doc and the alleged reason he was banned from Twitch back in 2020. Basically, some ex-Twitch employee made what Kendrick Lamar would call a sneak diss about the doc, saying this: he got banned because he got caught sexting a minor in the then existing Twitch Whispers product. He was trying to meet up with her at TwitchCon. The powers that be could read in plain text. He's talking about the whispers, that powers that be could read the whispers. Keep in mind, this guy has been touting this information for years, trying to get his own personal gain. He's been trying to get people to come to his band shows. He also didn't call out the doc by name, but we're past all that now because the doc responded to Jake Lucky reporting on the news saying this: Jake, seriously, I get it. It's a hot topic, but this has been settled. No wrongdoing was acknowledged, and they paid out the whole contract. This wasn't great because everyone wanted the doc to flat out deny the allegations, but he couldn't because of my theory. But at the same time, that response doesn't mean he did anything wrong, and it doesn't mean Doc lied on any of his tweets. Back when this all happened, I made a video on my other channel about how DrDisRespect had to sue Twitch. He had to. His band put him in a corner, business-wise, and legally there was strategy that he had to sue them. That's why he said we're gonna sue the F out of them.
And I'll just say this right now, champs. There's a reason why we're suing the fuck out of them.
But this weekend we learned something brand new that is pivotal to my theory. Twitch paid out Doc his full contract. That's insane, okay? That's 8 figures, $10 million plus. Okay, that could be 10 million all the way up to 99 million. Now, let's break down the tweet Doc put on his own page, and we'll do it the way I would as a lawyer dissecting someone's statement. Listen, I'm obviously tied to legal obligations from the settlement with Twitch, but I just need to say what I can since this is the internet. Okay, that makes sense so far, kind of. I didn't do anything wrong. Okay, that's a flat out denial. All this has been probed and settled, nothing illegal, no wrongdoing was found, and I was paid. This is a much stronger denial, but people still wanted him to say, I never sexted a minor. But he can't. He can't say that. Now, there's a certain tweet later on that really sunk the doc in my opinion, but we'll talk about that later. I've only seen 3 theories explaining all this, and none of them mention what I thought of. The first theory is that the doc really was texting a minor inappropriately on Twitch's Whisper service, but that doesn't explain why Twitch would pay out the contract, because he would have been violating TOS and they would have been justified. Now people are saying that Twitch settled because they don't want other people to know that Twitch is reading your whispers, but it's 2024. Everyone knows that all these services are reading all of our messages. The NSA was probably reading my script for this video. The second theory was the leading theory up until this last weekend, and it basically said that Doc was negotiating with Mixer, which was a streaming competitor to Twitch, backed by Microsoft, when he was negotiating with Twitch, and that they say that there's some sort of shadiness going on in his negotiations. Maybe, except it doesn't make sense now that he responded to all those tweets and said this was probed and nothing was illegal. So that theory is out the window. The final theory out there is that the doc didn't sext a minor. Twitch just jumped the gun and banned him, and then they had to take it back, which is why they paid him. That would make sense, except there's a missing piece, like a major missing piece. If that theory is correct, why didn't the doc just outright say, I never texted a minor? Some people say it's because of the NDA, but it's likely that the NDA already covers the topic he already broached. If he can't talk about it at all, then why did he say the things he already said? There's a missing piece here, and that's where my theory comes in. From everything the doc has said about this, and from more information I'll discuss in a minute, it seems most plausible that the doc inappropriately texted someone who was a minor without him knowing she was a minor. Think about it. He can't deny saying he did it because he did text her. He just didn't do it knowingly, and he didn't know she was a minor. It also wasn't illegal because the relevant California law says this: every person who knows, should have known, or believes that another person is a minor, and who knowingly distributes, sends, causes to be sent, exhibits, blah, 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 blah. Basically, it's a requirement for the law that the person committing the act knows, should have known, or even just personally believes that they're messaging a minor. It's super likely that the doc wouldn't know the person he was messaging was a minor, because if she's watching 18-year-old streams and told him she was above 18, how is he going to verify that she's not? And she could send a fake ID, we all know that. So Doc hasn't been able to deny the allegations of texting a minor because he technically probably did it. He just didn't know it was a minor, and he probably didn't even want to text a minor. Otherwise, Twitch would have reported him, right? They would have reported him to the police, and for sure, they would have terminated his contract and been justified in doing that. And of course, he wouldn't want to sue them because then they'd show all the receipts, all the whispers, and they'd out him as being what everyone's calling him already. But what else corroborates this? The nail in the coffin that really sunk the Doc, in my opinion, is when the Midnight Society tweeted this. On Friday evening, we became aware of an allegation against one of our co-founders, Guy Beam, aka DrDisRespect. We assumed his innocence and began speaking with parties involved. Ooh. And in order to maintain our principles and standards as a studio and individuals, we needed to act. For this reason, we are terminating our relationship with Guy Beam immediately. While these facts are difficult to hear and even more difficult to accept, it is our duty to act with dignity on behalf of all individuals involved, especially the 55 developers and families we've employed along with our community of players. This is a bomb. They set it up by saying first, they assumed he's innocent to make sure that we all know they gave him that benefit. Then they say they spoke to the parties involved. That's a bit tricky. I mean, for sure they spoke to the Doc, but did they speak to Twitch? Can Twitch even disclose with the NDA any of this information? Did they speak to Corey, the guy who made the allegations? The mysterious minor? Her family? Is she even a minor still? Maybe she's an adult now. Who knows? Either way, they're saying they did some digging and that they concluded they want to part ways with him. That's a big deal because he was a major founder and a major point of marketing for this game. This is a really serious thing that they decided to do. I think things would have been different if they decided for Doc to take a step back from the studio. We've seen that before. Oh, I'm going to take a step back. He even said it on his stream that he's thinking about taking a step back. But they shot a torpedo right into that. They said they're terminating the relationship. It's super, super harsh, and it really supports my theory. Maybe they thought he was texting this girl after all, and even if he didn't know she was a minor, they didn't like that, okay? Because he's married and he has a family and all that. So, okay, I told you I'll be back. The Doc confirmed most of this theory with his latest tweet, but there was a major part he left out. Did he know that the minor was a minor when things got inappropriate? That's it. We need to know that. And I think that's crucial, and it would make all the difference. It's really hard to see these types of allegations because they can really ruin a person's livelihood and reputation and hurt his family. What do you think of my theory, though? Leave a comment and let me know.